I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy Archer. I'm your host. I'm here today with my buddy Axel, and we're going to talk about the Traitors.
Yes. What an episode. Wow.
I have to tell you something weird that happened to me.
Oh, this is a fun way to start the show.
I got in the shower before this, right? And I get out of the shower and I like dried my hair, put on my moisturizer, like do my normal stuff, right? And I had my kid on the phone, so I don't think I was paying like 100% attention to what I was doing. And I put on some makeup. I haven't put on makeup probably in 3 years.
I had no idea where this was going. I was thinking the phone. I thought you were live on Facebook by accident. I thought you were on TikTok. I don't know. I was thinking
just so
weird things.
Like that whole thing they say about trauma, like the body remembers. I think that it also remembers your routine. Like it just felt very routine to me. What threw me off, and nobody cares about this, but I'm telling you, I normally don't take a shower. I always take a bath. So what threw me off is I took a shower, which is what I used to do before I went to work.
Totally.
There we go.
You feel like you were preparing for something, so you continued to do that. That's interesting.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that is.
It's like when you're not paying attention, your body just goes through the motions.
And you slide back into old routines.
Yes.
There's kind of a moral to
Lucky
this story.
I didn't get in my car and drive to the university.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's crazy too when you think back. Like sometimes I think to myself, like I'll do something in the house or like you said, or like so usually I have some issues with my arm and my wife has like this magnesium like lotion. It's and if anyone has any like joint arm pain, like try it. It's amazing. So I always put that on before I put deodorant on. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
Right. Because I put that under here and then I put the deodorant. So the other day I didn't put that stuff on and I just did like that. And it made me feel like I was doing something completely crazy and different. Right. I was like, am I going out? Am I doing something different?
And I was like, oh no, I just skipped
this step. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. Wow. Yeah. Speaking of being old,
thoughts.
Speaking of being old, thank you so much for the recommendation of Secret Mall Apartment. Now, a few of the PDFs were like, "Hey, we recommended that." I'm so sorry, I missed that post. I don't know how I missed the post in the group.
There was an original post that I knew about this movie when it first came out.
I saw the trailer too, but it wasn't on Netflix. Like you couldn't really get it.
And then if, we don't want to do the whole thing of Googling on the podcast, but if I looked it up, there was someone who posted, hey, this is on Netflix now.
Yes.
And it and thanks to them too. We'll have to find their
so
name.
Good, right?
So inspiring.
It went in so many directions inspiring. I didn't expect it to go in.
Yeah. That's art. I love it. I mean, that's how I look at this stuff we do. That's why I got into movie and film. I mean, you're an artists, we're artists. We like to create and talk, and every podcast is kind of art to me.
I try to approach it that way.
Yeah. So I love seeing a film where that's really what that's about.
Yeah,
just being an artist.
And I love how it's it just takes you back to a time. Right. Yeah. It just takes you back to a time, because it was interesting. I was saying to Timmy when we first sat down to watch it, I'm like, my kids don't understand our relationship to malls, right? Like we loved malls. We grew up in malls. I grew up in the mall, but it did become a symbol of something different as we got older.
Totally.
And
Totally.
so
That's
like we
interesting.
have
Yeah.
this complicated relationship with malls.
Totally.
I don't
And
know.
and the whole thing, strip malls, the
Yes, yes.
capitalism,
Yeah.
the urban sprawl of it all. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Growing up, we went to the Short Hills Mall, the Livingston Mall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from New Jersey. Those were the two big malls. And even within the malls, you had the strata, right? Like the
Yes.
Livingston Mall,
Yeah.
even though Livingston was a wealthy kind of town, the Livingston Mall was more of like a middle class mall
Mm-hmm.
and the kind of
Mm-hmm.
stores it had.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Short Hills Mall had like the Prada and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the really expen
Right.
and it was all
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
and if you ran anywhere, a security guard would stop you. But in the Livingston Mall, you could run around and do whatever you wanted, and they because the security guards were like teenagers.
Yeah, like we didn't really have anywhere else to go as
Yeah,
teenagers. So we went to the mall.
it was
But what
fun.
I found really shocking about this was they built that mall in what, 2003 or something?
That's the weird thing.
And I was like, who's and then I think about in Scranton, we did the same thing. When I worked
Yeah,
at a TV station downtown, I remember it clearly because it was the year 2000. We imploded a bunch of old buildings and we put up this monstrosity, which is the Steamtown Mall, which has never been able to make it.
I
Now it's
know.
all like healthcare and stuff like that
It
because
was
no
a
one's
trend. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, who's still shopping at malls in 2003? But I guess there are people.
They so out here in the Portland region, they do have a big Washington Square mall, which
Yeah.
does very well. They have a Lego store, it's packed, but
Hmm.
it's very, I would say it's more middle class type of a mall.
Hmm.
And they have a mall downtown, the Lloyd Center, which is next to where like the Blazers play and everything,
Hmm.
which they I think are about to turn into like apartments or they're going to knock it down or it just
Yeah.
didn't work.
Yeah.
But that's why that documentary is so awesome. I don't want to go off too much, but like when you're making a documentary like that, there's so many choices where you could branch out. What is this story really about?
Hmm. Hmm.
And they could have gotten into a whole thing about urban planning
Yes.
and how
Yes.
the coming of the internet made
Yeah.
people go crazy to try to build big buildings.
Hmm.
Like, no, you're not going to buy on the internet. You're going to go to a mall. But then within a couple of years, no one was going to those malls because they're all buying on Amazon. It made no sense. That was
Yeah.
the worst time to build a mall.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They stuck with the art. And that's
Right.
why I
They
like that
touched on
they
it, but
touched on it.
like
Right.
enough to give you context
Exact to
and
make you think.
and to examine how they were tearing down the buildings where
Yeah.
artists had set up residence.
Yep.
It's so good, guys. It's so good. I can't recommend it
Yeah.
enough.
I
Very good.
loved it. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you liked it. And I hope
Mhm.
many more people watch it.
Yeah. All right, my friend, we're here today to talk about the Traitors. And
We
I
are.
have thoughts on this episode because Alan Cumming is all over the place saying, this is the best episode ever. It's going to blow your mind. Like, and I was like, okay, it was good.
Okay.
But I was waiting. I'm like, okay, where's the big thing? Like, does Rob actually take a knife out and stab somebody? Like, what happens? Is there table flipping? Right? We didn't have any of that.
You had some expectations.
I had high expectations. Thank
See,
you, Alan.
luckily, I read all of that after I watched it.
Mm.
So I loved it. I actually was prepared when I finished watching it. I may have said to my wife, I think that was the best episode of Traitors ever.
Really?
And I really think I think it was.
Okay.
And the reason why is because I think that they added a couple of the sword, they added a couple of new gameplay things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everything kind of fell together.
Okay.
People were doing gameplay, yet there were challenges. There was funny stuff, yet people were upset. And I do kind of think I loved Ron. I really did love Ron. But I think he was bringing, I don't think he belonged there. Like,
yeah, it was the wrong show for him.
Emotionally speaking.
Yeah, it was the wrong show.
Yeah,
for
it
him.
was the wrong show. And as we've seen late, this stuff has come out with him and Dorinda and how awful she was to him.
Yeah,
and so
he has said what I'm getting reading between the lines is that she said some like racist shit to him.
And that doesn't, unfortunately, some of the housewives, it's funny. I was listening to a podcast where someone was saying, like, you can laugh at some of the housewives, but as soon as you just dig a little bit, it's all
dark.
like dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's with Dorinda. Like, I forgot kind of how dark she was because they're
Yeah.
all dark, but I forgot the Ramona kind of, and she kind of acts like, there's a woman on, I always forget her name, on Beverly Hills. She's the one who said, name them. I don't know if you ever
Mm.
saw Julia
Mm-mm.
Roberts do impression of her,
No.
which was one of the best impressions that ever occurred. Julia Roberts is amazing. But
Julia
when she
Roberts.
oh yeah, she went on Watch What Happens Live. There was a famous scene between Kyle on Beverly Hills between Kyle and I can never remember. I know people are yelling at me through the podcast, but I can never remember her name.
Okay.
And Kyle was saying something to her, and she kept on responding to her, name them, name them,
Okay.
name them. And Julia Roberts went on.
Sutton?
Thank you.
Okay.
God,
Okay.
Jesus.
My Google search for that, by the way.
Thank you.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Julia Roberts, name them. And it gave me Sutton.
If we even had time to pause for you to watch the original clip and then watch Julia Roberts, you will understand. You'll you'll be like, this is why Julia Roberts is Julia Roberts, because she does such a great impression. But when she gets drunk or in a mood,
Dorinda, you're talking about.
Dorinda, she is awful. And I went back and watched some clips because I remember saying, "Oh, she wasn't that bad," and there was a little voice inside of me saying,
"Don't say that, Axel.
Don't
I'm
say
your
that.
conscience.
Yes,
don't give anybody the benefit of the doubt. What are you doing?
This is reality TV."
I like how the voice of your conscience sounds like a 10-year-old Amy Archer. Hey, Axel, it's Amy. Okay. So I also wanted to find out if you have done your research on K-pop, because the people are demanding.
Oh, I did. Okay.
Okay. All right. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Go.
Okay. So I'm going to explain this to you. So I have asked my niece. She is 15 years old.
So you brought in reinforcements. That was smart.
Her name is Reagan. She's fucking amazing. So talented singer too. And I asked her, I said, what is K-pop? And what I discovered is that it is Korean pop music.
Okay. When I said to you, I know what it is, that's what I was going to say.
No, I'm just kidding. There's more to that.
But I was nervous. No, but it is like on the surface. That's what it is.
Yeah. But it's boy and
like
girl
a
bands.
Movement.
Yes. It's boy and girl bands. It's the same. It's basically like NSYNC, New Kids on the Block.
I'm just watching you dig your hole deeper here. People are really gonna.
You know what I'm saying? It's all that shit except it's Korean pop. It's just repackaged. One person goes out, finds a bunch of kids, puts them in a band.
Okay,
I think we kind of knew that.
Who was that terrible person? Was it Lou Pearlman? Who was the terrible?
Yes, exactly.
So it's like a Lou Pearlman sitch.
But there is a dark side to K-pop too.
Oh,
because it is rumored that a lot of these kids, it's like they're in prison. They're not, there's certain things they can't do. They can't have a girlfriend or boyfriend. They can't be free people. So, and then there's all this I found out about military service and they had to pause some big K-pop band. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I got deep.
Oh, you did. Wow.
And I listened to some of it too, and it's quite catchy.
Okay. Did you hear Eric's?
No, I didn't take the time to do that because I'm not that smart to actually listen to the guy who was on our show.
All right. Well, stay tuned for the end. I have a new game for Axel that we're going to play.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well,
so
I hope that research was good. I mean,
it was good. It was good.
Okay, good.
I like that you incorporated the dark side, as I would expect nothing else. So
we've got to see both sides.
Yes. So the Banquet is incredible. This is episode 7, everybody. The Banquet is incredible. Like just the aesthetic of it. Like it's really, really cool.
I loved it.
Lisa arrives. Of course, Johnny runs right up to her and compliments her outfit. I was like, no, Johnny, no.
I know. They did this well. It was scary.
Lisa, the whole theme of Lisa throughout this whole episode is I'm doing the most. I'm so put upon. I have to do the most work. This is all on me. let us not forget, go back to last episode when Alan's like, who wants to do it? And Lisa's like, me.
Yes. And also remember Rob was the one who went in and found the secret stuff in like episode 2, I think that was, or 3. Remember in the beginning, the first kill in front of everyone, murder in plain
You're
sight.
Right. Yeah.
He was the one who ran into the room
and Lisa
got
did
the
like
little
nothing.
booklet.
Candace had the whole conga line going.
So I don't know. I get it this was such an interesting episode too, because it's almost like she knew she was going. So she was like, I better give a performance.
Maybe. It kind of reminded me of myself, like when Timmy will be like, do you need help with the dishes? And I'm like, no. And then I go downstairs 2 hours later and I'm like, sorry, I was cleaning the kitchen.
Oh, marriage.
So she wants Colton to go. That's her thing. But she says, but it's too obvious if he goes tonight. So it's so funny because she gets in the room and she starts working the room according to her. But really all she's doing is fishing for compliments. Like, oh my God, you look great. You look great. You look great. You look great. Like hoping everyone will say how great she looks.
It was funny.
So now we get this. I really love how they shot this. Like we see that Natalie, Jam, and Kristen all go for it.
Right.
But we don't know who touched it.
That's our main targets.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to say the outfits were great. What the fuck was on Colton's head? I don't know what that was. That did not work at all. Especially with the way he's acting too. It just did not work at all. But a lot of the outfits, she looked great. I thought a lot of them looked great.
I did too. Really Our friends at Reality Gaze, it took me a while to come up with it, but they nailed it. That his little sweater ensemble that I was calling Mrs. Doubtfire was Lady Featherbottom from Arrested Development when Tobias is playing Lady Featherbottom. That's it perfectly. Side by side, perfect.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. That fits in so many more ways than one. That is so perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
That's awesome. So she's going and she did it brilliantly. She's like, oh, I think my brooch is sticking me. Like that was perfect.
Yeah, that was very
Can you help me? Can you pin it? So, okay. So I wrote, what is Rob wearing? It looks like overalls, but it's an apron, but it's shirtless or sleeveless. I wish he was shirtless. He's sleeveless.
It was a risk. Yeah, it was like a hard vest.
Yeah.
I've seen these before in like on the runway. It's like a thing.
Oh, you watch the runway?
Oh, I'm a huge, I love clothes. Yeah.
Oh, really? You don't strike me as a clothes horse.
I am. That's why I'm always complimenting Alan and everything. Oh,
okay.
Just like in television and I kind of,
You've talked about this, how
you
find it a good art form.
I really do.
Yeah. So Rob says to the camera, he's so smart. I love this guy. He says, I don't know, what Lisa did here, but now I have plausible deniability. And this is good because I can use that. He is really playing this game.
You notice as soon as he said that, my wife said, good vocabulary.
Mm-hmm. I always admire somebody with good vocabulary.
Yeah. He's
He's
shining.
Smart. Yeah. So they go around the table, tell each other how much they're loving this, enjoying it. And then Alan comes in and he's dressed like, I don't know, Henry VIII.
Yeah, this was a weird one.
It's got tons of glitter and glitz and pearls.
Yeah.
His eyes have jewels all over it. Like it's really crazy.
And this was a departure too, because he wore this outfit and it was just for this ball. Because when we see him again, he's going with the whole tartan suit that then they do changes to for the rest of the show.
Yes, he gets a top hat at some point and it keeps changing.
So I thought it was interesting that they made a distinct choice to do an outfit just for the ball that they were not going to work off for the rest of the show.
Yeah. Then they have this little twist to it. So Alan comes in, he sits down, he's talking about like the lore of the banquet, and then he brings in 2 vials of potion. And basically it's anecdote and antidote. Is it antidote? It's antidote. Antidote.
I'm not going to correct you. You say it however you want.
I
would say antidote. I would say antidote.
It's not anecdotal. That's a different word.
No,
it is antidote.
But some people not pronounce the T where I would probably say antidote. No, now I can't say it. Now I feel like I'm really high and saying the same word over and over again and it loses its meaning. Oh
Okay,
wait, that's every day.
Google pronunciation says antidote.
Antidote, to dote. Okay,
Antidote.
we got it.
Wow.
We
Okay.
figured it out. We got K-pop, we got antidotes, we got everything.
You
up
got
here at
it.
Little
You,
Miss
you get
Recap.
everything you need right here. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Today's show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Let me paint a scenario for you. You are an unassuming young woman who suddenly finds herself thrust into the world of international fame when you begin dating a superstar from Belize. Suddenly you're on the move. You're going to all these clubs, watching him sing to other women. You're in recording studios. It can be an exhausting life, and you need to take care of yourself and you need to take care of your body and pace your hydration. This is where Liquid IV comes in. Liquid IV hydrates you with 3 times the electrolytes of a leading sports drink. Just 1 stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. I love the lemon lime, and when my girls were playing soccer and I knew I needed to keep them hydrated for their health and for their bodies, Liquid IV was our go-to. And did you guys know that over 1% of their revenue is contributed to their impact program? So you can feel good knowing their company is one that helps other communities secure and protect their water. And it's great for your teens and your young adults because Liquid IV contains 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, and it's always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. So rehydrate with better hydration from Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com, get 20% off your first order with code RECAP at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code RECAP at liquidiv.com. The link is in the show notes of this episode as always, and thank you Liquid IV for sponsoring Little Miss Recap. Today's episode is brought to you by Lumi Gummies. So happy to have Lumi Gummies back on the show. We love them so much. I love Lumi Gummies almost as much as Lisa loves her vape. So when you're being read for filth by your fiance's uncle in another country and you have to deny every single part of your existence and you're sweating and you got your wig on and you don't know how to make your clothes work, Lumi Gummies can help in any situation. Consistent, mellow, super delicious, Lumi Gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good but not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end-of-day de-stressor, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi Gummies has a strain that's right for you. You guys know I've been talking a lot about my anxiety journey, whether it's just the general state of the world or the shows that I have to watch or putting up with Cody Brown's nonsense or maybe my kids moving across the state. I haven't been sleeping right, so I turned to a new flavor of gummy. I'm now hooked on the Plumberry Runts, which is an indica gummy designed to help reduce anxiety, improve mood, and provide full body relaxation. I love it. It's perfect for winding down after a stressful day, chilling on the couch, watching my murder shows, watching my trash TV, whatever I need. I love it. And like I've said many times before, if you go to lumigummies.com, their website's fantastic. If you don't know a lot about gummies or this is your first foray into this world, the website is amazing and will give you all the information you need. And good news, Lumi Gummies are available nationwide. Go to lumigummies.com, that's L-U-M-I gummies.com, and use code Little Miss Recap for 30% off your order. Again, that's L-U-M-I gummies.com, code Little Miss Recap. Lumigummies.com, code Little Miss Recap. Thank you, Lumi.
With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 350 plus undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
So if one is taken by the cursed player, it will save them. But which one of you has been cursed? They don't know. So I thought, what did you think of this twist?
Loved it.
Yeah.
I think the more theatrical, that's why I think what I'm talking about, this being the best episode, is they're finding, like, just go with the theatrics always.
Yeah.
Always. This
Yeah.
is great. Every challenge, everything should have where everybody's wearing costumes, where you get everyone involved. Whenever they do that, and they've done it in the past, of course, but it just feels so much more right. And Alan is the perfect host.
Yeah.
I thought it was so cool the way he kept on saying it and like just
Yep.
and they're getting all up.
He was so into it. I loved it. I loved the whole like
great
lore that he was talking about and
Yeah.
everything. It was great. So Jam. So now everybody's like, oh my God, we have to figure out what people did that was out of the ordinary. Because Alan tells them, you've been cursed. The traitors have marked one of you, but we don't know who it is. So Jam immediately is like, Lisa kissed me. She air kissed everybody else, but she kissed me.
Yeah.
And so he is like screaming from the hills over there that Lisa is the traitor. We get back to, so when they first walked in, there were some cards that we didn't know what they were.
Right.
But people seem to think Steven was up to something because he flipped the card, and on the card was Kristen.
And they showed us that too. Yeah. And those cards meant nothing. They
meant nothing. They were just a red herring.
Yep. They were just there to fuck with them.
So Natalie desperately wants to drink the potion. Natalie goes into some kind of like zone where she is ready to throw the fuck down to get that potion. It's great. I thought she was going to take out Tara Lipinski.
This is why she won Survivor, because her and her sister was more fun, but they're like obsessed. Like when they put their mind on something,
she's a badass.
Fucking crazy. She is a badass. And so you saw it in her eyes, and she said it later. I just lost it. It was fight or flight.
I really like her.
Yeah, she's great. But isn't it interesting the way that the three people that Lisa was going to go after all find a reason to want, except for Lipinski, who throws herself in there.
Yeah.
But Jam,
yeah.
Natalie, and who was the third one? The third person that they were going at that
we didn't know.
We thought it
Kristen,
might be
Kristen.
Right. And they all kind of find a reason.
Yeah. Because Kristen's like, it was me on the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in fact, they are the ones who were on their mind. That's why I find this game so interesting, because a lot of the times it goes on kind of their vibes. Like, I feel like I'm the one who's going to go out. You know? It's interesting.
So Kristen is super annoyed, but she does get one. She drinks a potion. And Tara and Natalie, like I said, ready to throw the fuck down. And Tara eventually is like, I know I'm outmatched here. You go ahead, take it. So it was Jam. And he's yelling as they're escorting him out, which
this was awesome.
He's yelling, it was Lisa. Lisa kissed me. It was Lisa. Like almost like they're pulling somebody, like a defendant, out of the courtroom who's been like sentenced to life in prison.
I'm
like, oh my God, are they really taking him to be murdered somewhere?
It was great. But it was kind of funny. You can kind of see that he's like playing along with it as they're taking him out, you know, like, but he's screaming too. Like he could have totally just stopped and they would have stopped. But,
I really like him.
I loved it. He's so good. Yeah, he's great.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The suspicion now goes to Natalie because everyone's like, why was she so crazy to take the potion? There was nothing that was really pointing to her.
Yeah.
I did find this banquet really cool.
But it's interesting. I thought Natalie was going to say, well, I feel like I'm a target. Because that's kind of what it was really about. Like they could sense that they were the targets, and they really were, which I thought was really kind of fascinating.
Well, and Natalie's the only gamer left now. Right?
She's really good. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
No. Well, no. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just need to do a PSA right here. Oh, do you want me to
okay.
double check that she's the
No,
last
no,
gamer?
no.
Let me look.
No, not at all.
No, she is. She's the last gamer.
Makes sense.
Yeah, last one. Okay.
And I'm surprised she's still there because she is really good.
I need to do a PSA real quick.
Let's do it.
In my former life, I was a traffic manager for a set of stations in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. And what I mean by that is, and you probably know this, Axel, I was in charge of which commercial gets played, which creative copy gets played during each commercial break. So like if you're watching the Super Bowl and Ford buys a spot, Ford tells me which spot they want to come up in that spot, and I schedule it. Okay. The fact that I got a commercial for Traitors while watching Traitors is bad traffic, and I just want to point it out. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, streaming commercials are the worst, aren't they?
You shouldn't get a commercial for the thing you're watching.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know, bad.
But you know too, though, that because that doesn't mean that they couldn't sell it, because there's always a certain percentage where they want to market themselves.
They would put any promo in there, but they shouldn't put a promo for the show that they're doing.
Totally.
It's just bad. Okay. The Traitors come into breakfast alone. So they're the first three in. So they're able to talk. And don't forget, there's a lot of tension between them because of Rob voting for Lisa at the round table.
They never got to talk about it till now, really.
So this is where Lisa's like, oh, I had to do all the heavy lifting. Oh, I had to do so much. And, you know, it's the emotional labor is always on the women. And she said, you know, Rob did not help and blah, blah, blah. And she says to them, I need help, guys. I don't want to be doing all this myself. Rob is just kind of like telling the camera, we cannot protect Lisa, because if she's going to get kicked out and I defend her and she's revealed as a traitor, it won't look good. It'll bring suspicion on me. And he's right.
Totally. Yep. He's right.
For some reason, people think Steven could be a traitor because he's the one who flipped the cards. Not really sure.
Wait, isn't Steven Big Brother? Oh, no, he's the actor.
Yeah, he's One Tree Hill.
He's One Tree Hill, but he was was he on some reality show or something?
Oh, I don't think so. Let me see. Steven Coletti, Laguna Beach and One Tree Hill.
It was Laguna Beach. That was the reality I was thinking of. He wasn't. I thought there was still, for some reason, I thought there was still a Big Brother contestant on there.
Nope.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
So now we talk about Jam Jam yelling out Lisa's name. And instead of Lisa saying, I don't know, I just kissed him because he leaned in for one, she now denies she kissed him. And that's the wrong move.
Yeah, it was
because people who saw it are now going to be like, why is she lying? She shouldn't have lied about it.
No, because I think she was thrown because that wasn't the thing that actually did it. It was the brooch.
Right.
So I think she just kind of like, oh, no, I didn't do it. Like, that's just her instinct to say, no, that didn't happen, where she had a plan ready for the brooch. I was waiting when when they're pulling him out, I was waiting for him to say like something like, and I touched her that brooch or something, you know, like
it was pretty obvious when you think about it.
It was. And the fact that other people did it too. I thought one of them might have seen. Why does she keep on having people touch her brooch? Because the way they played it out is that she said, I offered it to, didn't she say? Or maybe they just tricked us.
I think she did it when they were all around.
Oh, okay.
And he's the one who did it. So Tara
So the other people didn't touch it after him or anything. Okay.
Right. So Tara comes in with an apology. She's so upset that she took the antidote. She's like, you know, I really shouldn't have done that. Tara is so sweet.
I like getting to know her better because I'm still waiting for her and Johnny's secret alliance
I love it.
Have any meaning.
Yep.
You know, I want it to have a meaning.
So Natalie is also worried because she acted like a lunatic fighting for the elixir. And I have a question for you. I wrote the people who fought hard to get the elixirs, I would automatically think they were faithfuls. But then I'm like, but maybe not. If I'm a traitor, maybe I do that to throw everybody off. Oh,
exactly. That's the whole game, is that anytime anyone does anything, it kind of outs them as both.
Yes.
So That's why you do get a lot of people who are, and as we see in the episode, as the loudest voices drop off because they're usually the first to go home.
Mm-hmm.
We start learning about more people. Like all of a sudden, Tara says more than she's said.
Yeah.
Steven says more
I
than
like
he's
that the
said.
group is getting smaller. Yeah,
exactly.
I
We
do
get
like
to learn
that.
about them.
Yep. Alan comes in and he says, Jam Jam is toast. And he throws his picture on the floor. I love it.
That was great.
And this is where he has like this tartan. It's like different colors.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
loved it.
Split shirt, almost like Donna Kelsey wore for the Super Bowl. Split jersey.
Oh, okay.
So Candace sows seeds of doubt about Natalie. This is her plan.
Yep.
She's like, she was so aggressively going for the potion, like it was wild. And Tara says right to Natalie's face, yeah, I really thought you were a traitor because there was no suspicion on you, but you were so desperate to get that potion. It felt like you were trying to keep it away from a faithful.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
It does.
Yep. And Lisa joins in and Natalie. So they're talking and Natalie slips and says, we murdered a traitor. This is so stupid. She's talking about the collective we, the show.
This is the third time this has happened
Yeah.
this season where someone has mistakenly said that. Remember, Jam did it too. At one point,
Yeah.
he was just talking fast.
Yeah.
And who was the original housewife? One of the first housewives
Portia?
that left? Portia. She did it too,
She
remember?
slipped up. Yeah.
So I think that's silly.
Yeah. Me too. Has this been
Yeah.
a thing on other seasons?
It has,
Okay.
but you have so little to go on.
Yeah. Yeah. So Rob totally throws Lisa under the bus now. And he says, Jam had no reason to lie. He was already murdered at
Yep.
that point. Why continue to yell it out? And I wrote, these groups are hilarious because there's a traitor in each one.
Yeah,
it
and
doesn't
Rob's
work.
doing great. Wow. He's
Well,
really,
this is where I was like, okay, I was a Rob apologist last episode trying to say
Uh-huh.
that he knew Lisa was safe and that's why he voted for her. But no, he's completely working against her.
see, I did kind
Mhm.
of call. I
You
said,
did. You did.
Now, I don't know that he totally had that idea at that point, but I think the notion that he could strike out just kind of hit him. He
Yeah.
went with it and
Yeah.
he was right to do it. And then he followed through with it.
Okay.
This was the right thing to do.
Okay. I have questions about how this game goes forward from here at the end. I will
Okay.
ask you. So now we get to this challenge and they have to walk up to the top of the hill to a monument. And I felt seen by Lisa Rinna and Dorinda because they just cannot keep up with these people. Like you see Natalie and all those guys, like they just take off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Johnny,
Natalie's
like
in
the
such
people
good
who are in shape, they just run.
Such good shape.
And
Well-
the housewives are really struggling.
They are.
Mhm.
That was fun.
They have 30 minutes to do this. They have to get up there. There's this stupid thing. They have to find gold, whatever, blah, 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 blah. The fun part comes at the top.
Yes.
There is a situation where there's like a sword, a dagger. It's a dagger at the monument.
A
And Alan
dagger.
says, whoever gets it gets 2 votes at the round table.
But whichever round table, it doesn't have to be
You
that
can
night.
use it at any round table.
And see, that's the thing is it's not limited because by time, like in Survivor, they say this immunity idol is valid until there are 5 people left. Or there
okay.
are right, or only
Mhm.
for the next 2 tribal councils.
Well, he did say the next 4 round tables.
Oh, he did. Okay, thank you.
He did say
I
4, but I
did
thought
not
maybe
hear
that was all that we're going to get. But
Awesome.
now that I'm thinking about it, it's not.
cool.
We're going to
No,
get
that's
more than
great.
4, right?
Yes, we are, but that's for a specific reason because because they want the game not to be rigged like that when they
Okay.
get to the last people.
Okay. Okay.
That's
so
like on Survivor. They don't want the winner being decided by an immunity idol.
Okay. Gotcha. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
So Colton and Rob are broing out, and Colton's trying to get an alliance to get Lisa out. And Natalie's the first player to get up to the top, and they have to fill their chest. There's this whole thing. So basically, it comes down to 6 of them, the people who got the most gold, right?
Yeah.
And Rob is the one with the most gold in his chest. So Rob is it really comes down to 2 people because Rob and the person who blindly has the dagger card.
Yes.
Rob basically has to tell who's lying out of these 5 people.
Yeah, it's a whole separate. That's what I liked is they do the first thing and they say, okay, you 6 have the most, Rob has the most, so he wins the power position of being able to steal the card.
Yeah.
I think this is great. Traitors, whoever is coming up with this gameplay is watching a lot of other
Shows.
game reality shows because there have been a lot of shows like this, little weird shows that are on Netflix and like the CW that I have watched where it's like there was one on Netflix that was very similar, like $1 Million Briefcase or something. And they did the thing where you are murder in plain sight stuff, or you have to get them to touch your amp. All these little weird things, they're kind of lifting from other shows, and I've seen it, but they're doing it in a really good way. So I thought this was cool the way they made a mini game inside the game.
I liked it too. I always like a game inside a game.
Picks the card. And his reasoning, this kid is like, he's very logical, right? He's like, I'm going to ask them a question that's real and look at their face.
2 questions that are real.
Yeah, 2 questions. And then I'm going to ask them that. And if it doesn't look the same, they lied.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to ask them 2 questions. And then the third one will be, and he goes, I'm a human lie detector. Now, I will say, even I knew Natalie was lying. I'm like, wow, she's a bad liar. She's a real bad liar, which
it was ridiculous.
I remain committed to the idea that being a bad liar is a good thing.
I agree with you. My wife cannot lie at all. I, on the other hand, am a very good liar.
I think I can lie too. And I come from the George Costanza school of lying. Like I try to convince myself to believe it. And
that is the way to do it. Because I am an actor. I was trained as an actor, not just a hand model.
Yes. Yeah. So, all right. So Rob picks Natalie as the liar, and that means Rob has the dagger.
Awesome.
So back at the castle, Candace is telling Lisa that Johnny is onto her. And she's like, I'm trying to push everybody onto Natalie, but like everybody's really hot on you, Lisa.
Yeah. Candace did not acquit herself well this episode. She made a lot of bad choices.
Yep.
And also, I don't feel like she was looking out for herself. That's
I
the
agree
thing
with
I
you.
don't get.
I
She
agree
was like
with you.
so involved with Lisa and Rob that she didn't see the way she could have played them against each other for her own benefit.
I agree with you. She's going to be out. If she's not out next, it'll be amazing.
I know. Because you know what? I hadn't seen a lot of her before, and I kind of dig her personality. She's interesting for television. I don't know anything about her.
I don't either.
Next, we're going to find out horrible
She can be
things.
a trash human being. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
But she's not playing this game.
I agree. Outside, the 6 people who were fighting for the dagger make an alliance with Rob leading the charge that they are not going to say who has the dagger. And it's Eric, Mark, Natalie, Steven, and Colton.
Yeah. All these people, a traitor gets the dagger. Then he jumps out and he says, hey, all of you, don't tell anyone because I don't want to get in trouble.
It's perfect.
And they all jump right in and listen to him.
It's perfect.
And say, okay, Rob, we'll do whatever you say.
Well, Axel, I would do whatever Rob says.
I guess, but you're playing a game. I don't think you would, Amy. I think that you would be playing the game for yourself.
Maybe.
Yeah, this is where you see the difference between people who realize now we're 7 episodes in. This game has begun. They need to start playing it.
It's getting good. So Candace calls them the Dagger 6, and I love it. Yeah. All right, now we have the round table. So Lisa rolls out her attack on Natalie saying, we murdered this person. And she's pretty convincing. Like she's an actress. Like she's able to do this. But really, that's all they have for Natalie. So like nobody's really kind of jumping on this, but whatever. Nope. They asked Tara if she witnessed it, and Tara says, "Oh, this is hard for me because I did witness it, but I really it didn't register with me. Like it wasn't a big deal."
thankfully.
Johnny says, well, she did fight really, really, really hard for that antidote. And this is where she says, I went into fight or flight mode. Like I just went crazy.
She was very honest and it came off like that.
Yeah, I agree. Colton brings up why Jam Jam's last words were for Lisa and so aggressively.
Yep.
And here's where Candace makes a mistake. She defends Lisa and she shouldn't. Like,
No.
This is so obvious now.
Yeah, she should have stayed out of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess she could hide behind the, housewives stick together.
Yeah.
But did she vote for Portia? I think she did.
No.
She didn't?
Did she? I don't think she
know.
did. I don't think
know.
she did. I don't know. I mean, I guess she could have kept quiet or had some kind of plan. I just think reflexively protecting Lisa was not the right plan.
Right.
I would have had, if I were her, maybe she could have read the tea leaves and just went with it.
Yeah.
She could have tried to approach Rob and say, hey, you're gunning for Lisa? I'm with you. Because she should have been able to see that more people were with Rob.
Yeah.
So that was where she just picked the wrong side.
I was trying to look back in my notes to see if she voted for Portia, but I don't have their specific votes written down from that episode. I just have they voted Portia out. But I'm pretty sure Portia got the majority.
She did, sadly.
Can't remember.
Miss Portia.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So, Maura says, I saw you. I saw you kiss him. I don't know why you lied about it. It was weird. We get into this whole air kiss thing.
Yeah.
Dorinda tries to attack Maura for some reason, which is completely out of left.
Yeah, Dorinda's she's been locked in this castle too long.
Yeah.
It's coming out. Now you can see it's coming. Oh, by the way, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you an air kisser? Do you air kiss people when you meet them?
No, I hug. I'm a hugger.
Me too.
I'm not a kisser.
I ask because I'm rather large. I think I've said this before.
Mm-hmm.
I usually say, can I give you a hug? Or you know what I mean?
I'll probably say no to you because as we've discussed, if I hug you or your wife, I'm going to look like your child. Because I'm 9 inches shorter than
I'd try to bend down. It would be like Gandalf and Frodo.
No, but I'm not an air kisser.
No, I don't think I've ever done that in my entire life. No, I don't think I've ever gone like.
Did you ever? We were talking about this on another show, Amanda and I. Do you ever kiss anybody on the lips besides your wife and child? Like I'm not an on the lips kisser either.
So my mother-in-law
story. Okay.
Yeah, my mother-in-law a couple times tried, and I was like, no. Like I said, stop.
Turn the cheek.
Stop. And one time when my father was drunk at a bar, we accidentally kissed on the lips. Like he was really drunk and he was like, this is my son. I love him. And he was trying to kiss my cheek.
And you turned towards
him. And it was one of the most awkward things that has ever happened to me because we were like in the bar. And then I was like, and I was not drunk.
Wait, I need to know.
That was weird.
I need to know. Did you guys like make a thing about it and laugh?
Of course, we laughed. Of course, we did.
Okay, so that's why it's in your memory, not because you were scarred for life. Okay.
No.
Okay.
My father made a joke. He was like, "Oh, this is getting a little close, son. I didn't mean it that way." So,
I feel like that's a real specific Gen X, maybe geographical thing where like we just like stop. I can't kiss my father. Jesus, no.
I don't know, but
weird. Now I do kiss cheeking with my parents. Like we'll do a once in a while.
No, the only person I kiss on the lips is my wife. That's
all
it.
Right. Well, merch alert. Okay.
Yeah.
So Rob defends Natalie and he says Jam Jam is honest. And Lisa is a traitor. He says Lisa is a traitor. Rob says Jam Jam said Lisa was a traitor.
Yeah, it was good. He was very calm too because he was like logic.
Mm-hmm.
He's like But then again, I also kind of think like this guy is going to say something to me that is logic that I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
could have some ideas. We'll have to do some research on Rob, but
I know. He's
so
on the
far he
bubble.
seems, yeah, I don't know. So far I looked him up. He seems kind of like a good dude.
America's
But we'll have
falling
to
in
see.
love with him. I will say that.
Well, that's not always a good thing.
I know.
To see
I
who
know.
America falls in love with.
So Mark vote. So I have the votes written down. Mark, Lisa, Tara, Natalie, Stephen, Lisa, Maura, Lisa. Lisa votes for Natalie.
Hmm.
Colton votes for Lisa. Eric votes for Lisa. Candace votes for Rob.
Yeah, and this is
What?
just stupid. Yeah, and this shows that she was just trying to. She was just mad about
Yeah.
him going after
Just
Lisa
vote
the
for
whole time.
Natalie. What are you doing?
Yeah, this was stupid. And then when they're, we'll get to it, but then when they're walking out, she's kind of talking about it too. It's just she messed up. She
Yeah.
did not play this game
Yeah.
well at all.
No.
She was left out in the cold.
Kristen votes for Lisa. Johnny votes for Lisa. Dorinda throws her vote away on Maura. And
Just because she was pissed at her.
Natalie and Rob vote for Lisa. So Lisa reveals she's a traitor. Everyone is so happy. In her little confessional, she cries. She says, leaving the housewives was hard. I'm very grateful for this. It was nice.
That was interesting. And you know what I find interesting is that people are being a little bit kind of breaking the fourth wall about them being reality stars at some points during this show. And I find that interesting because like that's one of the reasons why I love House of Villains. And anyone who hasn't watched House of Villains, it's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
And
I
it's
haven't
fun.
watched it.
They totally talk about it all the time. Like someone will be like, "You're just on this show because you got bad press."
Okay.
You know what like they'll kind of call each other out. So I thought it was kind of interesting because a lot of her storyline was about her being her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And everyone and when they kept on saying, I'm just not a fan of everybody's a legend and an icon.
I know.
So stupid. She is not a legend or an icon. She was a couple of years on a reality show.
Billy Reed on Days of Our Lives, and not even the best Billy Reed.
Thank you. She was on a soap. She's not
like my dad always says, Ringo Starr wasn't even the best drummer in the Beatles.
That's fucking true. But
and my dad's a drummer.
Garden is a great show, though. A great song, though. Yes. I love that song. Octopus's Garden.
It was interesting. This whole icon thing. Yeah, people were
weird.
Like an icon, a legend. Yeah. Yeah.
It felt like you were watching Jay Kelly, that Netflix movie about George Clooney being an old actor, right?
God,
like it was like
George
her
Clooney.
swan song.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was weird.
But I liked it though. In the same way, I thought it was interesting because it kind of it's like an evolution of reality TV and this show too.
You're right.
I think that's interesting.
So now Rob is pissed that Candace wrote his name down and kind of tried to out him as a traitor. And Candace vows revenge on him, says we have a snake on our hands. Okay. Who's taking the credit for all of this? Colton. It's like, what? This is Jam and Rob that did this, not you.
He did call out Lisa first, though. He did.
But he didn't have anything to go on it. It was like, oh, I just randomly shot her out a few days ago and now whatever.
What do you think Colton's going to do when he finds out that Rob is a traitor?
I love it. I hope Rob, Ragnar or Uhtred style, because we're on our Vikings journey. I hope he just stabs him and says, "It was me, Fredo. It was me." That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So Colton's running all over the place, trying to get everyone to agree that he's so smart. But then he's like, going nuts, so my next target is Steven. You're an idiot.
That was that was like, wah, wah, wah.
Johnny says, listen, Colton can whip votes. Or no, Rob can whip votes. But is he a traitor? Yes, Johnny. Yes. Go with that.
That could be. See, this is why this show is fun, because you could see now, is the Johnny Tara thing, can they use this to get Rob in some way?
Well, they're very smart because they're in two separate groups here. which
That's
is
what I'm
smart.
saying.
Yes.
That's what I mean. And that's why this season is really cool. This show is getting better and better. And I really do think when you look back on it, we've been talking about it for, the past hour. This was a great episode because it's like when you watch a good competition show, it's the accumulation of all this stuff that makes it good. It's not
Mm-hmm.
just like one backstab, one rule change, one
Mm-hmm.
immunity idol. It's when they build up and you
Yeah.
start to see
Yeah.
how people can rise up and they were silently kind of moving in the background
Yeah.
because the Traitors so far has really been about big personalities.
Yeah.
So
They
I
could
like
take all the air out of the room.
yeah, Rob is an interesting kind of hero. So let's see, because he might get his, right? Like
right.
we're
And
cheering
if
for him
Rob,
now.
if
but
Rob does something like underhanded or something and takes out like America's sweetheart Johnny Weir, people could change their opinion on Rob. You got to be careful. There's always somebody America's going to like more than you.
things can change fast in the
Yes.
castle.
Yes. So we end with Candace and Rob meeting. So I have a question about this. What do they do now? Like they have to agree on who to murder together, right? Like what happens? I guess my question is what happens once the turn is turned, right? Like once the traitors turn on each other, how does this game work?
Well, I guess we'll see, because sometimes Alan might show up and say, "Traitors, before you murder tonight, you can choose one faithful to come to your side."
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
Or they might just not agree, or they might just say, "Hey, we're here." One of them might just say, "We've got to make it. No, I guess this is it. We've got to work together on something, man. So let's just pick somebody we can agree on, and then we'll play the game as we play it. We'll agree to go after each other."
And what's to stop the one from outing the other?
Because they out themselves.
Yeah.
If they were to
no,
out,
but
they
like when
can't
Lisa
out
was leaving, couldn't Lisa have yelled, "By the way"?
that. I don't think they're allowed to do that.
Okay.
I think that's the only time that it could work. You're right.
Okay.
When they're leaving after they've been caught. Yeah. Okay. I didn't understand what you meant. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think they're allowed to do that. I don't think they are.
That would be amazing.
You think they have such asshole crazy people on this show that like they wouldn't have, like you think
if
Rappaport,
if Rappaport was a traitor, he absolutely would have done
he would have been, "Fuck you, producers, sue me."
Yep. And then go home and shovel food in his mouth like a weirdo.
But then Alan could have come out and said, "Is he lying?
That's true.
Did we
Is he
tell
trying
him
to set everybody up?"
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So they could just screw with him more.
Okay, so next week, I just have Rob wears a crochet vest. That's all I have. That's it. Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. Are you ready for my game that I have for you?
Oh, I thought we played it. Okay, I forgot. Let's go.
No, this is both of us. This is a game for both of us.
All right.
So I asked Chat GPT to give me a list of Gen Z terms without their definitions.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to pick one or two, and you and I are going to have to see if we know what they mean.
Okay. Okay. I'm scared.
So I'm looking at this list. I do not have the definitions in front of me. Okay.
Can I ask you a question? What is this Gen what?
Gen Z. So our kids, right?
Okay.
Is your son a Gen Zer? Or is he Alpha?
He is, I guess that's what they call it. He was born in 2012.
Okay, hold on. Let me look. Gen Z ages. Oh, hold on. Amy's Googling on air, everybody. I apologize.
I think he's Alpha. I think that's right. I think he's on the cusp.
He's right on the cusp because Gen Z is people born between 97 and 2012.
Hey, this is like that post on the BDFs today about people between millennial.
We're Zillennials. I knew that I was that. I'm definitely a Zillennial. Definitely.
I'm a full Gen. I'm 74, so I'm a full Gen Xer.
So is my sister. I'm a 77. I'm right on that line. Okay, but I think because of the influence that my sister had over me, I lean more Gen
That
X.
counts.
Yeah,
That counts.
absolutely. Okay, are you
That's
ready?
like, I feel like my brother, who's older than me,
Mhm.
actually got a little Gen X from me. Because he's
Probably.
technically Gen
Yep.
X, but he's really not. He's
Yes.
1970.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit older, but
Yeah.
okay. Interesting.
Is
All right,
70?
I'm ready.
Is 70 Gen X?
I think Gen X, I
No,
think
it's
technically
65, isn't it?
I don't know. I think 70 is technically Gen X, isn't it?
65 to 80 is Gen
Okay.
X. He's a Gen Xer.
See,
Yeah.
but that doesn't really. He is not. He's not really,
Because
though.
he's an older sib.
Yeah, but I don't know.
They're often parentified.
I guess you're right. You know what? That's true. I never thought about it that way, because a lot of the people who I idolized were my brother's age, but my
Yeah.
brother was not like that. He was like into Huey Lewis.
Nothing wrong with Huey Lewis and the goddamn
He's
years.
like, I want a new drug.
All right, you ready? I'm going to start
I'm
us
so ready.
both with an easy one.
Okay.
Okay, this is an easy one. What does it mean when somebody says they need to go touch grass?
Like, get back to reality.
Right, like they've been on a screen too long.
Yes.
They have
Get
to
back.
like do something that's
Get
not
out of the house.
Yes,
Like
yes.
open your
Yes,
eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The next one. Bussin. Bussin. I have no clue. Busting your ass working.
I know this from English people. From watching English reality TV,
Okay,
like
okay,
Love Island,
okay.
and
Ooh.
the bussin' I think bussin' means like awesome, cool, like she's bussin', or like isn't that what it means?
Do you want me to look it up, or do you want the listeners to correct you?
I think
I'll
that's
look
what
it
it
up.
means.
Hold on, I'll look it
I think
up.
that's what bussin'. Wait, I thought you don't even have the answer.
No,
Kate?
I told you. I told
Oh.
them to. Okay, it means something is exceptionally good, delicious, or impressive.
Yeah.
So it can be
Bussin',
used
cool,
interchangeably
awesome.
with
Yeah.
amazing or fantastic or fire.
Got it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
I'm
You
so
got that
excited.
one.
Oh my God. I'm so hip.
Okay. The next one. Skibbity. Is that an STI?
I think you might be on the right track, because I
Do you
bought
think
my
it's sexual?
I think it has something to do with defecation or something of that nature, because I bought my son a little like toy pack, because all these
Uh-huh.
kids are into like packs that you rip, and
Yeah.
that's like a secret.
Yeah, I
And
know
it was
what it
called
is.
Skippity Toilet.
Oh, this is
or something.
Skibbity.
Skibbity Toilet. That's I just pronounced it
Skibbity
weird.
toilet.
And it was like an internet meme or something
Okay,
type of
let's
thing.
think about this. Skibbity. Can we use it in a sentence?
I mean, I would say
Have you heard
skibbity
it?
doo dah, skibbity yay. That's what I would say. That's probably not what it means.
All I know
have
is if
no
I
idea.
have the skibbity, I'm going to the doctor.
It does.
I don't know what it
Yeah.
means. I don't know. Should I look it up? I'll look it up. This will be our last
This-
one. Yeah, I'll look
The
it up.
skibbity bibbity.
People are
I have-
probably dying. My
Skibbity.
kids, oh my God, they're horrified. Okay. Skibbity Toilet is a show.
Okay.
Okay,
There we
what's
go.
the meaning of it? Usually means good and cool, and originated from a weird and fun internet meme called Skibbity Toilet.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I wasn't so
It's
far
kind
off,
of a
but I
nonsense
was totally.
slang term, meaning anything from cool to bad, or just a filler word with no real meaning, used
Yeah.
humorously by Gen Alpha and Gen Z as an exclamation, a descriptor for weirdness, or a nonsensical meme. So something like,
Okay.
what the skibbity is going on.
I dig it.
Okay. Well,
That's
I'm an
I'm trying
idiot.
to think of what would be an equivalent to the Gen X.
I don't know.
Skibbity. Is it something like, it makes me think of like, are you familiar with the I'd buy that for $1
Yes.
from RoboCop?
Yeah.
But people just say it, right? Like they just say, I'd buy that for $1.
Okay.
Like it's, you know what I mean?
Yes. I almost said this could have been a stand-in for it, and this is what ChatGPT is telling me. Whatever. Whatever.
Okay, whatever. I
Whatever.
like it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I dig it.
They're saying it could be radical too. Nobody says radical. Come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Radical, bro.
Skibbity toilet. What is that?
I don't know. A lot of the stuff from the internet is that it's like that 6-7 thing. Where
Yeah.
it's
What
really,
is that?
I think what it represents is farcical, nonsensical, like the
Mhm.
world is dumb, everybody's stupid, nothing
Mhm.
serious.
Okay.
That kind of thing,
Okay.
like
All right.
just like the silliness of the
Mhm.
like the absurdity of the world in
Okay.
some way.
That makes sense.
Which
Guys,
is it does make sense.
if you guys have a term that you would like Axel and I to go in cold with, send it to me at littlemissrecap@gmail.com or comment it
Yes.
on this episode. And I
Okay.
will not look it up, I promise. And I will see if we can figure it out. I thought Skibbity was an STD.
And if anyone has any more questions about K-pop, since we're now experts in it, we're ready to answer your questions.
All right, guys, please go follow Axel's podcast. They're doing Night of the Seven Kingdoms over there.
And you were on the last
I was
episode.
on the last episode, and I did
So much
okay.
fun.
You and Gina are very smart in this realm, and I'm kind of
did
just there
awesome.
to add some color, maybe.
You were wonderful.
As much color as a pasty white woman from Pennsylvania can add. But no, I had a lot of fun, and it's I really, really, really appreciate Gina. I really do. Yeah.
I'm so glad
Love
to
her.
hear that, because
Mhm.
Gina's the best. She's awesome.
Yeah. So, what is that new feed that you have that on? Is it
It's
Podcast
just called
Winterfell?
Podcast Winterfell Presents the Night of the Seven
Okay.
Kingdoms, and we're still doing Hijack the
Right.
podcast.
Okay.
Which
And
is
I'll
kind of fun.
link that in our show notes.
Yeah, we're trying to do as short as we can for Hijack. We got down to about 14, 15 minutes. I'm trying to get down to like 5 minutes.
That'd be really hard for me. I like to talk.
It's a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Axel, thank you.
You're the best.
And we'll see you next time. Skibbity out. Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.